Hey everybody. I never know if these things start like exactly when I start talking or not, but hello everybody. Um I'm Angel B. This is Angel B Designs. Thank you so much for being here. So I always like to start off my lives by saying that it is a live. What does that mean? That means that this is interactive. That means that I read the chat, I respond to comments, I read and answer questions in real time, answer questions in real time. Um, all those things. If I have a story time, I'll talk about a story time. If I have, something to announce or something to tell you guys, I pretty much do it here on my live. With that, oh, my purse just fell, y'all. I thought something was in here. So with that being said, if you are looking for content that is more straight to the point, I do have over 400 videos on my YouTube channel where, there's step-by-step tutorials and there's somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes. So I definitely encourage you to go ahead and check out the pre-recorded content if you're not necessarily into lives. With that being said, hey everybody, I really appreciate you guys for being here. I know I missed you guys last week. I was burnt out, okay? Spring sports have started. The kids' schedule is very, very aggressive right now. And for those that don't know, I got 4, okay? I got 4 babies and they all require something, okay? So yeah, I was just a little tired, which is why I didn't come on last week, but I'm happy to be here now. I got some well-needed rest. I had a really, really great Mother's Day. I hope all you mommies out there also really enjoyed your Mother's Day. I enjoyed mine. My husband, he tried to cater a brunch for everybody. I'll give him A for effort. Um, he ended up catering all the food that he likes and not really food that I like. So, I mean, I don't know. A for effort. But, maybe he'll do better next year and he'll actually cater the food that I like. Like when he brought the food in, I was like, "Oh, this is everything that you like." Was it Father's Day or Mother's Day? I'm not sure. But anyways, but yeah, I had a pretty relaxing day. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to everybody here. That's what I like to do, and then we'll go ahead and get started with our project, you guys. So the keychain that I made in my thumbnail, I don't even have it. Normally, I always have like I do the project that I'm going to do in my live. I do it before I go live just to make sure that all my machines are working and everything. And my son took the keychain. The keychain that I made was of Xavier, and I dropped him off at baseball practice before I came back to the office, and the keychain was in the car, and he was like, "Oh, is this mine?" I was like, "Well, I mean, you can have it, but I need it for right now." And he took it. So I don't actually have it to show you guys, but the keychain that's in my thumbnail, that is what we'll be doing. I'm going to make another one with CJ. He is a soccer player, so I made it in Canva. We're going to go ahead and I'll show you how I designed it in Canva. Now, I did purchase a template from somebody on Etsy. I didn't make this template myself this time. This template was a little bit more complex and I kind of didn't feel like it. So I purchased a template from Etsy. I forgot to link it, but I can go back and link it if you guys are interested in the template that I'm going to be using today. I'll make sure I link the Etsy shop that I got it from, but this is not my template this time. I just want to put that out there. before we get started. But I am going to go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chats. Okay. Hey, Precious. Hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Demps Boo. Good to see you. Yes. I just needed y'all. Last week, I was a little tired. Okay. Hello, Stacy. How are you? Good evening. I'm an entrepreneur, designer, crafter. Okay. I've never been to New Orleans and I want to go so bad. And it seems like every time I have the opportunity to go is during the summer, and everybody tells me don't go during the summer because it's so hot. But I'm just going to have to go during the summer because that's always when I have time to go, when my kids are out of school. It's easier for me to travel when they're out of school. But yeah, you're going to have to message me some places to try because I definitely want to go this summer. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? Hey, Martha and Gina. To be young, gifted, and Black. I always have to adjust my screen. I cannot see. Hey, Meredith, how are you? Hey, Zelda Brown and Samika, how are you? And Nikki Patterson, thank you for being here. Hey, Didi, yes, I did have a good Mother's Day. Hey, Jasmine, how are you? Hey, Leslie and Porgy Town and Daisy and Robin Lynn and Kawanda and David, Karen D, Kelly, Denisha, LaDonna. Hello, everybody. Hello, Helen and Donzel and Sandra. Y'all, it's starting to warm up, and I think I got bit because my leg. I think I got a mosquito bite. I'm trying not to scratch it. Hey, Sandra. But the mosquitoes are starting real early. Hey, Adrian and Mylene and Wanda. How is everybody doing? Hey, Beverly and Geneva. Okay, I am going to scroll. So Father's Day, have the food you like. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I like lamb chops, so I think we're going to have lamb chops on Father's Day. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? Hey, Mary. Hey, Viola, member for 9 months. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Hey, Whitney. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of scrolling kind of fast. Hey, Patrice Boo, how are you? Hey, Naomi and Beverly. Ouch. Little Stitch LLC. Hey, Nani's Journey. Hey, Hannah. And Marta and Joyce and Cora and Felicia. Okay, I am scrolling. Hey, Eve, how are you? Okay, guys, I'm scrolling. I think I got pretty much everybody, though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And we are going to start with, like I said, we're going to start in Canva. And I'll kind of quickly show you how to use this template. Eve just reminded me. I know Patrice and Marilyn already used it. You guys, I was catching up on everybody's lives last week while I was resting. Not really. But Eve has a new color. Seafoam. I'm always late to the party. I'm always the last one to go live and talk about the new colors. But yes, I have a new color. And I'm going to order the big one because I want it. But it is on my shirt today. So we have Seafoam in the middle here. Sapphire. And you guys, this is my first time using Sapphire because I just ordered it in the last buy-in. But I did not have Sapphire. I had Aquamarine, I think, and maybe Capri. So this was my first time using Sapphire. This is the Seafoam, and then Labrador AB is on the outline, and I put it on a navy blue shirt. But this is, I'm going to make another shirt like this with the Prayer Changes Things file on a black shirt, and I'm going to use the Seafoam. I'm going to use these same colors, Seafoam, Sapphire, and Labrador, and that's going to be the giveaway. But I really, really, really love this Seafoam. I'm kind of interested in pairing it with like Chrysolite, but I'm thinking it might be a little too close, or maybe winter green, because Seafoam, I really like how it pairs with the blue, but it does also kind of have like a greenish hue to it. And I want to see how it would look with like winter green or pine. I don't even have pine, but I'm going to order it because I want to see how it looks with it. I want to put it with Chrysolite, but I think, and I hope I'm saying that. Do you have a color named Chrysolite, right? Because I'm pretty sure I have one. Y'all, if y'all see all my colors over there, it's 4 whole things that's full, okay? I'm running out of room for the bling. Thank you guys. Yes, I love, 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 love the Seafoam. That's pretty. Yes, this file is in my Etsy shop. I did link it in the description box. But yes, this is the file and the colors I'm going to use. I'm going to put them on a black shirt later after we're done doing the keychain. And then that's going to be the giveaway. But let's go ahead. We're going to go to, oh, I guess I should share my screen. Canva Pro. And I'm sorry I don't have a coupon or a link because Canva likes to play me. So I do not have a link for the free trial. I'm trying to think who might have one. If you just go to canva.com and you haven't already signed up, or you haven't already tried Canva Pro, it should just allow you to do a free trial, but I don't have a link. Okay, so this is the template that I'm using. As you can see, it's kind of pretty much already designed. So everything is editable, okay? And what I mean by that is that we can change the color of this little splash here. We can change the color of this little kind of splash here and the one at the bottom. These are also text boxes. You would just go in and you would type in, you know, your school or team name, the year, the number, what position you play, and obviously the first and last name. So the template, it's not a drag and drop method the same way how I've been creating templates. However, this one is definitely still very like workable in regards to being beginner friendly. All you have to do is, like I said, if you want to change the color, click on the element and then come up to your color swatch here, and then you can change the color. So it's still very, very, very beginner friendly in regards to being able to use. Okay. So, and then to bring in, I'm going to show you how to bring in your picture as well. So this is the picture that I'm going to go ahead and use for today. And I'm basically going to work with the colors of kind of his jersey. So I want to remove the background of this picture though. So I'm going to make sure I have the picture selected, and then we're going to go up to edit photo. And then we're going to go to BG remover, which is background remover. And I do believe that this is a pro feature. A lot of things can be done in the free version. Using this template, you can do in the free version. The issue would be removing the background of your photo. So you would have to bring in your photo with an already transparent background if you are using the free version. So you would have to remove the background from somewhere else, and then downloading it. If you wanted to download it as anything other than a PNG, it might, you know, you might have a problem there as well. Okay. So here is my photo. And I'm going to kind of place, so you see his feet here. I want his feet to be behind kind of like this little red like paint splat here or brush stroke. So I'm going to go ahead and select his picture. We're going to go up to position, and then I'm just going to press backward. And you would just press it as many times as you needed to get it in the position that you wanted it. Okay, now I'm going to work with changing some of these red colors. His uniform doesn't have any red in it, so I do want to keep the color palette kind of cohesive. And to be able to do that, I'm going to select basically this paint brush stroke that's in the back, the red one. With that selected, I'm going to go up to my color swatch here. And then if you look under here where it says photo colors, it's going to give you basically all of the colors that are in the photos that is on the canvas right now. So this is CJ's photo here. These are the colors that are in it. So if I wanted to keep the color palette cohesive, I would just select colors from the under the photo colors part here. Now, of course, you can pick whatever colors you want, but if you wanted to just kind of keep everything cohesive, you would select your colors from there. So I'm going to go with this darker green color that came from the photo colors. This paint splat in the back, I'm probably going to go the lighter green for that one. Or I may even do neon. I think I'm going to go, I can't decide. I think I'm going to go neon, but you know what I want to do? I want to add an outline to kind of see to CJ. I'm going to see if I can. Okay, so I can. With the photo selected, I'm going to go to edit photo again. And then down here under FX effects, I'm going to select the shadows. And then I'm going to select the outline. And as you can see, it put an outline around him. And I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I don't want it to be a huge outline. I just kind of want to create a little bit of distinction between his jersey and the background kind of splash. Okay, I like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this red here. I'm going to keep this one the same color as the one that's up at the top. So the color at the top here and the color at the bottom is the same color. Okay. Super simple, right? So far, so easy. And now all we're going to do is kind of change the text. Just fill in, we're going to plug in our information, which his team name is Rain. So I'm going to I'll put South Oakland so that it just makes it longer. There we go. South Oakland Rain is the name of his team. And I'm going to put 2024. I'm going to make that white just so that it pops out a little bit more. And then his number is number 4. So I'm just going to leave it 04. Now with this, because you kind of can't see it on that green. So let's see what it looks like in the color black. I think that looks fine. And then his position, you guys, I don't know soccer positions. I know he plays goalie sometimes. I'm just gonna put goalie. And I'm gonna add an effect to goalie. I'm gonna add a black outline around the word goalie just so that it pops a little bit more. So I'm gonna highlight the word goalie. We're gonna go up to effects and we're gonna add an outline and we're gonna turn it black. And then we're gonna make it a little bit thicker. It just kind of helps the word stand out a little more so that it's a little bit more legible. And then we'll type his name. Clarence Broadnecks. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I feel like that's, that's super simple. What do you guys think? In terms of designing, it's not the drag and drop method, but I think it's still a very, very easy template to work with. What do you guys think? Okay. If there's no questions, we're gonna go ahead and download this. I'm gonna go up to share. And then we're gonna go to download. And I am going to drag this pixel scale size all the way up. It is going to be a PNG. We're not going to do a transparent background because I want obviously the whole thing to print. If you did it with a transparent background, then it would print like without this gray background back here. And I don't want that. I want the gray background. The compressed file, I saw there was a couple people who asked me some questions about what that means. That would be like, let's say, for example, I made a PNG that I wanted to list on Etsy and I was creating a thumbnail and it was a PNG and I didn't want anybody to be able to kind of screenshot my thumbnail and be able to use it, but I didn't want to watermark it either. If you compress the file, it lowers the quality. So if somebody were to screenshot your work, they would get a very, very blurry, pixelated image if they tried to screenshot your work. So that is, if you forget to watermark and you're using it just to kind of advertise, but you're not necessarily like, it's not for like, you're not giving it away, right? You know how some people, they'll just screenshot an image and then try to remove the background themselves and then use it as a PNG. If you, for whatever reason, forget to watermark your work, but you hit that compressed file, if they tried to screenshot it, it'll make their screenshot look very blurry, very grainy, very, very low quality. So even if they tried to use it, I mean, they would have to clean it up so much to even be able to use it. So that's what that means. That's what that compressed file means. I use it sometimes if I'm uploading PNGs to Etsy, so that nobody can screenshot my thumbnail and then try to use my PNG that way. I do have templates now that have the watermarks on them. So, I mean, I still do it, but if for whatever reason I forgot to use the template with the watermark, if I'm downloading something for Etsy, I always make sure I check this compressed file so that you can't go to my Etsy shop and screenshot my thumbnail and use my image. Okay, but that's what that's for. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this. And I'm going to print from Silhouette Studio. You're welcome, guys. Hey, everybody popping in. And this is just taking longer to download because I moved that that pixel size all the way up to get the best quality. But I am going to use Silhouette Studio. So I was printing from here earlier, which is these images here. I'm going to go ahead and delete. Okay, now why is it taking so long? Come on, Canva, don't embarrass me on live. Y'all, I use a Epson Eco Tank 8550, and my black was, so with this printer has 6 tanks. It has a black, it has a photo black, and then it also has like a gray. And what just happened? Okay, let's try that again. It has the regular black and it has a photo black. Eco tank, tank, a cartridge tank, not a cartridge, but a tank. And my photo black has been printing, but my regular black has not been printing. So when my images go to print, the black would be kind of dull in comparison to what it could be because it was pulling from the photo black tank. And I'm assuming based off of how my prints were looking, the way that it prints is that it pulls some of the black from the black tank and it pulls some from the photo black tank and it puts them together. So because it was only pulling from the photo black tank and not the regular one because it was clogged, my black was looking kind of dull. Just the black, but all the other colors would be the right color except for the black. So, and I've been putting this off and putting it off and putting it off because the black hasn't really been too bad. I mean, it's not what I'm used to, but it hasn't been like, you know, crazy dull or, you know, ridiculous or anything. So I just kind of been putting it off. But today I finally decided to go ahead and try to unclog it. And it's not 100% better, but it's definitely probably like 80% better. And I will show you guys. I did, so Angie Holden has these purge files that you can print from your sublimation printer to try to help unclog it without running print head cleanings, because print head cleanings, I guess, ruin the life of your printer, or it shortens the life of your printer if you're constantly running print head cleanings. So she has this, it's called a print purge file. And it's basically, I'll show you guys in 1 second once we're done here, but it's basically a file that kind of forces the ink to get printed out rather than doing a print head cleaning. Oh my goodness. Not my computer is frozen. Y'all, am I frozen or am I don't know what is going on. My screen is completely frozen. I'm not frozen. Okay. It's my I don't want to exit out because let me see if I can try to open up a new window. Oh, okay. There we go. Making a little bit of progress here. Okay. So here is the image here. It came in obviously extremely too big. So the aluminum business cards that I have, the sizing for them is what I was printing before is 2.2 by 3.5. So let me make this 2.2 by, I'm actually going to do it a tad bit smaller because the 3.5 was a little tiny bit too long for my taste, for, you know, what I wanted to do. So these are the ones I printed earlier. They were 2.2 by 3.5. So these ones, and I'm actually going to shorten these ones too, because I'm going to redo a couple of these because I think my mother wants one. So I'm going to print, this is the one that I did earlier for Xavier. So I'm going to print these at 2.2 wide by 3.3 high. And then I'm going to duplicate this one because we are doing front and back. Okay. And I'm printing this on 8.5 by 11. Oh my goodness. Robin. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I've never had that happen to me in regards to my printer not working because of too many print head cleanings, but that is what I've heard, and that is what, you know, Angie Holden has said. So I will show you guys the print purge file that she has, and that was what I was using. But let me go ahead and show you my print settings. And I do have my drivers installed. So what the drivers mean is when you get your printer and you're initially doing your whole setup, there's a section of the setup that they tell you to do where you have to go onto the website and you have to download the software from, I'm using an Epson, so I'll use Epson. I have to go to the Epson website and I have to download the software from Epson to be able to get the best, I guess, print settings. Now, that's kind of negotiable when it comes to, you know, converting your printer to a sublimation printer, because my old sublimation printer, I did not have the drivers. And it actually kind of stopped working when I installed the drivers. So it's negotiable. But for this printer, I did install the drivers. And I'll go ahead and show you my settings. But that's what I mean when I'm talking about the drivers. It's the software that Epson tells you to download when you're getting the printer, or when you're first setting up your printer. So we're going to go over to preferences. Now, this is what the printing preferences page looks like when you have the drivers installed. If you do not have them installed, then your printing preferences page is probably going to look a little bit different. But with them installed, I'm doing 8.5 by 11 borderless printing portrait. I'm using the plain paper, bright white paper setting. I have it on color and the quality is best. And then I do have my bi-directional printing, which is the fast printing. I have that turned off. And then I do have mirror image checked, so I don't have to go in and manually do it. The printer will automatically mirror my image for me. Okay, so let me stop the screen share and I will show you my paper and I will show you the purge file. Let me go ahead and put some paper in here real quick. I use the A-Sub. Let me go ahead and press print. Okay, so I use A-Sub paper. I have a whole lot of the 25-gram A-Sub paper. However, I prefer the 120. So I bought a whole bunch of the 125 when I was first purchasing my A-Sub paper, and I bought so much of it like kind of quickly. So I do have a lot of the 125, but I do prefer, once I realized the 120 was just a little bit better, I stopped buying the 125. I'm just kind of using it up now. But me personally, I do like the 120. The one that I have linked in the description box is the 120 gram. But that's the paper that I'm using. What else? Oh, these are, so this is the printer purge file that I was talking about. Okay. Now, hopefully, and I'm not sure if the camera will be able to pick it up, but I printed 3 of them. I printed 3. Hopefully you guys can see, and it doesn't even really look like you can tell. This was the first one I printed, and I don't know, again, if you can see, the black looks faded on this one. This was the second one I did. This was the second one I did. It's starting to look better, but it still looked really, really blotchy, really, and it has lines, like a whole bunch of lines through it too. So it's getting better. And then this was the most recent one that I printed right before I went live. So I know the camera isn't necessarily picking it up, but there's still like a tiny bit of lines kind of going through my black. Tiny bit though, but I don't even think the camera's picking it up. There it is. Can you see those lines? So it looks better because, like I said, this was the first one. Look how that looks crazy. That looks crazy to me. That first one looks crazy to me. Okay, so it looks better. I did end up doing a power flush. So I didn't do any print head cleanings. I did the first, I did the first printer purge file, which was this. I did the second one. And then after the second one, I went ahead and just did a power cleaning, let it sit for a couple hours. And then I went back and did this one again. It doesn't look terrible, but this is how it looks just coming out of the printer. To be honest, it does look better than it did earlier this morning when I was doing this. Granted, sublimation needs to be heat activated, but this is what it looks like when it came out of the printer. So not too bad. Okay. So that's what we're going to go ahead and press. Angel, how often should you print the purge sheet? It depends on how often you print. So if you print multiple times a week, then you don't have to print the purge file at all. There are times like last week, you guys, I'm like, when I took off Monday, I pretty much took off the entire week last week. So I didn't come to my office at all. So last week I didn't print anything. But like I said, my black has kind of been clogged for a little while, and I've just been ignoring it because I was being lazy. But now I'm like actively trying to unclog that black tank, the regular black. So with the printer that I have the regular black and I have the photo black. The photo black has been printing just fine. It's the regular black that has been clogged for like, it's been like 3 months, like legit like 3 months, and I've been really ignoring the fact that it's clogged and just kind of pushing through with the photo black ink that prints out. So this purge paper that I showed you is with the regular black. It's not printing with the photo black. If I go to print out the photo black, like when I run a print head, a nozzle check, the photo black prints out perfectly. It's the regular black that's kind of printing out choppy. So if you have a clog, you would just print it as many times as you need to kind of get it unclogged. I was watching one of Angie's videos today. She had, I don't remember which printer she had, but it was an Epson Eco Tank. It wasn't the 8550, but it was an Epson Eco Tank that she had clogged. And basically what she did was what I did, which was she did I think she did one print head cleaning. She did like 5 of the purge papers, and then she did a power flush. Then after you do a power flush, you're supposed to let it sit for 12 hours. And then the printing is supposed to be better after 12 hours. So I did the power flush this morning. It obviously hasn't been the 12 hours yet, but it does look better now than it did this morning after I did the power flush. So I would say print as many as you need to. Try to avoid doing like a bunch of print head cleanings. I know in some of the Facebook groups, a lot of people are just telling you like, keep doing print head cleanings, keep doing print head cleanings. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Go to, if you don't know who Angie Holden is, if you want this, it's free. Okay. She has these for free if you need this printer purge file. Go to her, I don't know if it's on her Instagram or her LinkedIn. I mean, not her LinkedIn, her Linktree. But I went to a video where she was unclogging an Epson Eco Tank. And then the link for the purge file was in that description box of that video. So if you're looking for that file, definitely go ahead and check that out. Are you saying that the paper was making the difference between the 125 and the 120? There's definitely a difference to me between the 125 and the 120. To me, the 120 looks better than the 125. I get better prints on the 120 than I do the 125. The power flush is, let me see if that's what it's called. Okay, on the Epson, it's called power cleaning. On my DTF printer, it's called the power flush. But it's basically like a print head cleaning times 50. Like it's like a mega print head cleaning. And on the Epson, is under the maintenance. It's called a power cleaning. Now, keep in mind, or warning, when you do the power cleaning, if your maintenance tank is about to be full, it is definitely going to take it over the top. The maintenance box that comes in these Epsons, you may have to, very well, depending on how long you've had your printer and if you've never replaced your maintenance box, if you were to do a power cleaning or a power flush, you may very well be required to replace your maintenance box afterwards. So I had to replace my maintenance box once. Let me see if I have an extra. I do. I got mine from Amazon. You can look it up and you can see. So the number of my maintenance box for my Epson is on here. When you get your, like, if you find your maintenance box on your printer, find the number, and you can order these from Amazon. I got a 2-pack. So this one is empty. I haven't used this one yet. But when I bought a new maintenance box, the one that I purchased, it came in a 2-pack. So, you know, when the other one is full and I have to, when the other one gets full and I have to replace it. I already have one, but they are on Amazon. So if you do the power head cleaning or you do the power flush, and I do think it tells you that, like, when you go to do the power cleaning, it gives you a whole bunch of warnings that you have to agree to before you do it. One of them is you may have to replace your maintenance box after doing this, and you have to agree to it before it'll move forward. You have to agree to, I think it's, don't use your printer for 12 hours or something like that. It's a couple little things you have to agree to before you do the power flush. But yeah. Yeah. To be young, gifted, and black, definitely don't do them back to back. I would only suggest doing the power flush if you have a clog that you just cannot get, right? So I would say do one print head cleaning and then run the purge files, print the purge files. I would say do that, like do one head cleaning, do the purge file, and then sometimes if you let your printer set, like if you print like 3 or 4 of these, let your printer sit until the next day, come back and then print maybe 1 or 2 more of these. And hopefully that would work. If it still doesn't work and you have just a serious clog that you cannot get unclogged, then I would suggest going to the power flush and skip doing 15 more power print head cleanings. After you do the one print head cleaning, y'all don't need to do a whole bunch of print head cleanings. Do one print head cleaning, do the purge file, and then if it still ain't working after you done been doing it for 2 days, then do the power flush, and only do it once. If it doesn't work after you did that power flush, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure what to do after that. Okay. So we have our prints here. Let's go ahead. Don't want to brush in my files now. I gotta post my TikTok. Hold on 1 second. I gotta post my TikTok for today. All right, y'all. So it is sports season in my house. You know, I'm trying to get my TikTok back in order. Okay, there we go. I just posted it. But yeah, definitely keep an extra maintenance box on hand. They have them in the 2-pack. Yes, I do keep my printers on. Mine is telling me I have print head damage. Oh, Patricia, I have never even heard of that. I'm not even sure what you would do. Yep, Demps. I had it in my drafts. So it was already edited in my drafts, and I had already written my caption and did my hashtags and everything, and then I just saved it as a draft. So then when my alarm went off, which was just now, I just went in and posted it real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll press everything all at the same time. So I will go ahead and brush in this file. I do that on Instagram too. Instagram and TikTok. And I schedule my shorts so that the reel and the TikTok that I posted today, I already have it scheduled to post on YouTube as a short tomorrow. But this is, so for those who don't know, I'm gonna do a bling template. So for those who are new to bling, we're gonna go ahead and kind of switch over to bling, and then when I go over to the heat press, we'll press everything all at the same time. So this is my template. I use front and back of my I have these cutting mats. I do use front and back. So this is the outline, this is the outside, this is the inside, and then this is the word things. Okay, so I have the whole thing on one chopping mat. But this is what I'm going to go ahead and use to brush in. And I just kind of work with, let me show you. So I use painter's tape to kind of tape off the section that I don't want to get stones in. So on this template, this is going to be the inside piece. So I'm going to tape off. This would be the start of the outer piece. I'm going to tape that off so none of the stones get into those holes. I'm also, you see how like, I don't like how this mat curves up. It makes my stones pop everywhere. So I'm just going to put some tape down on the sides to make it flat so that I don't have any stones flying anywhere. So now, you know, my mat is flat. My chopping mat is nice and flat. It makes it easier to brush in, and it makes it easier to pick up, because today I do have to use new KTM mask. The ones I was using earlier to make this shirt, baby, it was a wrap. I had been using them same pieces of KTM mask, not last week, but for like 3 weeks before that. So y'all, this is the sea foam. These are so pretty. You guys, y'all know, okay? The OGs here know that I love ABs. And this not even an AB color, but look. Okay, look what seafoam is doing. This is such a pretty color. My prom dress was almost kind of like this color. I've always loved this little color. My prom dress was a little bit more blue, like kind of going towards turquoise. But this color kind of reminds me of my prom dress from high school. And I just kind of pour them out. And we're going to brush them in. How do you choose what hashtags to use? I kind of stick with the same ones over and over. I used to kind of like research hashtags and stuff like that, but I don't know. I focus more on the trending audio than I do the hashtags. But I basically just use the same ones. So like, I think I covered up a whole, hold on. So I basically use like real in general words like cricket or sublimation or sublimation printing, sublimation for beginners, cricket for beginners, you know, stuff like that. Like stuff that, like, if somebody was an absolute beginner and did not know how to do sublimation, what would they search? That's how I try to think about when I'm creating like titles, tags, thumbnails, things like that. Like if I was an absolute beginner and I had no idea how to do sublimation, what would I type into the search bar? And then I just kind of make hashtags off of that. I also have TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is really good. And typically, the keywords that TubeBuddy gives you are also relevant on like TikTok and Instagram too. Typically, if something is relevant in one spot, it's relevant everywhere at the time. Especially TikTok. People use TikTok to like, I mean, I don't know. People use TikTok like Google, honestly. Do you have any videos on how to start off doing bling? I sure do. I do. All of my admins do. Anybody that you see in the chat that their name is blue, they we all have tutorials on how to get started with bling, but I definitely do. If you just go to my channel and you search up bling for beginners or something like that. I even have a live, so you know it'll be a little bit longer, but yes, I definitely do. Yes, Kawana, these are SS10. Y'all, I said I was going to do a SS6 collection, and I ordered like 3. I think I have 3 colors. I think I have Violet Volcano, Jet Black, and Labrador in SS6. But I don't know. Those SS6s, they stress me out. They're so small. I will say, SS6 templates look so much cleaner to me. In terms of just being like more legible, more cleaner, more like crisp. I love SS6 designs better. But those holes are just so small. They are so small. My neighbor, you guys, she orders like every 6 months. She gets new shirts and hoodies made, and she gets bling. And I gave her, so far she's ordered twice for me. The first time she got SS10. The second time she got SS6. And I told her, she asked me if I had different colors, different sizes. And I was like, yeah, I do. I have some that are a little bit smaller, because she just wanted plain old crystal. And I did have SS6 in crystal. So I was like, yep, they're smaller. You know, they do bling a lot better. I mean, brighter, you know. And she was like, okay, well, let me try that, which were the SS6s. So I did them. She was like, oh, yeah, these are so much better. And I need everything to be in this size from now on. And I was basically like, what have I done? Because she orders like 5 hoodies and 5 t-shirts every season. So like when it gets hot, like I'm fully expecting her to come knock on my door any day now to order tank tops and t-shirts for her business, because the last order she placed was right in the fall time when it was getting cold. So she ordered a bunch of long sleeves and hoodies. So now I'm fully expecting her to come knock on my door any day now to get her tanks and her t-shirts. But I am like dreading doing them in SS6. They're just so small and they get everywhere. I don't know. I feel like I have less control of them. Like they just fly everywhere. Like the SS6s are like little 1-year-old little toddlers that just fly everywhere. I don't know. They're out of control. Like I get them everywhere. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I don't like. I really feel like they get everywhere. I don't like, even when I go to dump them out, they just like fling everywhere. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I just feel like they messy. But this is KTM mask that I'm peeling these up with. Hey everybody popping in. How are you guys? I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of scrolling up to see if I missed any questions. What in the world of sublimation is what I type? Yes, TikTok is definitely Google 2.0. And I'm not going to lie, I use it too. I use it when I'm trying to look up places to like when I'm traveling. Like I like to look up restaurants in different cities where I'm going to, because me and my husband, we're foodies. Okay, I need some good food. So when I'm traveling, you know, I will go to TikTok and search up like 5-star restaurants in, I don't know, Vegas. So I do the same thing for sure. I need another piece of painter's tape. Have a good night, Jesse. Yeah, the SS6 templates definitely look cleaner. A clingy dog. I'm trying to get rid of mine. I have a she's a Min Pin and Chihuahua mix. So a Min Pin is a miniature Doberman Pinscher. So basically my dog looks like a Doberman Pinscher, but she's the size of a Chihuahua. And she barks a lot like a Chihuahua. Like earlier today, Clarence was at home with Gavin and he put him down for a nap. And so my entire house is hardwood floor. I'm gonna go into the outside with Sapphire. Our entire house is hardwood floor, and she doesn't like it. She would prefer carpet. So like I have a rug in the living room and I have a rug in Gavin's room. But other than that, there's no carpet anywhere in my house. It's all hardwood floor. So she really, really loves the rug that's in Gavin's room. So we have a baby gate that goes in front of his door. So she can't go in there. But Clarence always forgets to close the baby gate. So when he laid him down for a nap, he locked her inside of Gavin's room. And when I came home, I mean, she barked for like 10 minutes in Gavin's room, waking him up. But she barked for 10 minutes at me coming home. Like she has not seen me every single day for the last, I got Zelda before I had CJ. So CJ's 7. She has seen me every day for the last 8 years, 9 years. And she still barks for 10 minutes every time I come through the door. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. He does not bark. Oh my gosh. So there's something wrong with my dog then. It's my dog. Because homegirl She won't. You literally have to tell her to shut up because she won't. It's almost as if she'll continue to bark until you say shut up. And she just stands in front of me. Like if I'm in the kitchen, she'll stand at the threshold of the kitchen and bark and bark and bark and bark and bark and bark and bark. And she doesn't stop until I'm like, Zelda, shut up. Please. Please let me live. And then she'll stop and then she'll trot away. And she does it to everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It does not matter who it is. When the kids come home from school, she barks at them. Like she wasn't there the day CJ came home from the hospital. Because I've had Zelda longer than I've had CJ. Like, girl, you were there when I brought him home from the hospital. It's the same kid. It's the same kid. Why are we still doing this? But yeah. I've been trying to get my mom. I don't want to give her away to like a stranger. I want my mom to take her. That way I can still, see her. So I don't want her to go to a stranger or nothing. Or like a shelter or anything like that. I want my mom to take her. Or my brother, but my brother will not. He will not take her. He already has a dog that apparently they don't like, so. Yep, she definitely follows me around. She sure does. No matter where I'm going, no matter what I'm doing. Her bed is on the floor next to my bed. And, if I'm in the bed, she's in the bed, or she's in her bed next to my bed. If I get up to go to the bathroom, which is in the same room, my bathroom, I have a bathroom. We have a bathroom in our master bedroom. So I'm not leaving the room per se. But yes, she will follow me to the bathroom and she'll stand at the door and wait for me to come out. Levi loves her though. Levi absolutely loves animals. He tries to pet the squirrels outside. He tries to catch them and he calls them bunnies. Because we have bunnies too. By our house. And which I don't understand that because the bunnies are like a gray color and the squirrels are black. But he calls all of them bunnies. I don't know. But he tries to catch the squirrels and pet them. See, why am I pulling painter's tape? Y'all, I was about to pick up these stones with painter's tape. Hey, everybody popping in. We are blinging. Well, brushing in stones. I've already designed and printed my keychain, which is in the thumbnail. I want to press everything at the same time. So I'm getting all my stones brushed in, and then we're going to go ahead and press everything at the same time. But some good news that we got last week from my dad. I don't know. I know I mentioned it before, but I think it might have been a while ago when I was talking about my dad was diagnosed with cancer about 18 months ago. 18-ish months ago, something like that. He had surgery. So I don't know if you guys remember when I went to Wallapalooza last year, the heat transfer warehouse event. July 25th was the day I left to go to Wallapalooza, but it was also the same day that he had surgery. I got on the plane after his surgery, but he had surgery to remove all of his cancer, and the surgery did not remove all of his cancer. So back in, I think January or February, he started chemo. And as of last week, Tuesday, he is now cancer free. So he completed all of his chemotherapy. He got to ring the bell last week at his last appointment. He has no more appointments right now that he has to do. He does have to get, obviously monitored. I think it's twice a year for the rest of his life to make sure it does not come back. But as of right now, he is cancer free, which we can all breathe because it's just been heavy, It seems like, doesn't it seem like when stuff happens, it all happens really, really quick? Like my dad got sick within the year. I got Gavin. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot, like when stuff happens, it's like a lot of things happen quick and then everything works out and then everything's good. I don't know. What's the saying? It comes in threes or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, everything has worked out with Gavin. I mean, we still have him, of course, but just the circumstances in which we got him, it's all worked itself out. My dad is cancer free. There was something else that happened. I don't even remember what it was. So it must have worked itself out, whatever the third thing was. Uh-oh. I'm not frozen, am I? No. I think it's my phone. My phone is doing something weird. Let me see if I can pull it up on my other phone. No, not frozen? Okay. It must be my phone. Because I couldn't see the chat anymore. I was looking at the chat on my phone. Let me pull up the other one. Okay. There we go. It's working now. I don't know what just happened with my phone. That was weird. Uh-oh. Yeah. I got my mat wet. But yes. Thank you guys. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ouch. Do you buy your mats or do you make them? The mats or the templates? I make a lot of my own templates, like Marilyn said, or I purchase a lot from Etsy from, again, my admins. So anybody who has a blue name, I have at least 3 of everybody's templates, I believe. If you're talking about the actual like chopping mat that the template is on, I get them from Amazon. What am I doing? This is the outline, which is going to be in Labrador. Hey, everybody watching, everybody in the bushes. Oh, the buy-in, y'all. I'm so glad I got my little magnet here. Okay, the buy-in is from May 30th to June 9th this month. So whoever wins this shirt will be able to check out Seafoam, because you'll definitely get it before May 30th. We'll be able to check out Seafoam. Well, first let me ask, Eve, is Seafoam going to be in this buy-in May 30th? If it is, whoever wins the shirt will be able to check out the Seafoam color. But it is such a pretty color. Justice Craft Therapy, this is the Prayer Changes Things one. Okay, she said no, it will not be in this buy-in. Y'all, I want to do another like really big bling along. I haven't had anybody on my channel. Y'all have to come over to my YouTube place one of these days. I think Dumps works on Mondays though, don't you? But I definitely wanna do it. You guys, I am like every day I have been looking on Walmart.com at these little 4x4 embroidery machines. And then Eve had the nerve to upload that video yesterday where she used her 4x4 to do the puff. I don't need no other machines, you guys. I don't. But I keep catching myself on Walmart looking at the machines. I want to try it. I don't want to commit to a very large machine. And then I kept thinking like, oh, the 4x4 is just going to be way too small. And then I watched a whole hour of Eve using a 4x4 this morning. And I'm like, okay, great. I can use the 4x4. Next Monday you're free? Okay. We can do it next Monday. Is everybody free next Monday? I know Delonda doesn't like group chats, but group chats. That's a lot, Carol. That's definitely how it goes. Seems like everything hits you quick, back to back to back. And then it seems to like all taper off. And then everything is okay again. Lynn, I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened? Etsy holding people money? You know what? My last deposit did seem a little short. I don't know. I thought it was me. I thought it was the fees. Now I'm gonna go double check. Cause what you talking about? Okay, for the 5x7, y'all, I'm trying to learn the embroidery lingo. I get what the 5x7 means. It's the design space, right? The embroider, like the actual space that can be embroidered. But I guess it's the name of the machines that are confusing me. Which one is a 5x7? Because brother got like 59 PEs, okay? I swear there's like 60 PE, brother PE, something, something, something. That's the part that's confusing me on which, I guess, machine to get. Because, brother not sponsoring me. I'm paying for it out of pocket, so I want to make sure I get because I don't want to be obligated to make no videos for nobody right now with the embroidery. I don't even know if I'm going to like it, so I don't want to be tied to no company right now in regards to it. Yeah, Eve, I saw that onesie that you did. That's why I was like, hold on. Sorry, guys. I know that was probably loud. They do have zillions of model numbers. And I was in a brother rabbit hole the other day. Like, why do they have so many? Why do you need 11 PEs? It's so many. PE. Okay, let me screenshot that. Eve said PE 900. Let me screenshot. Screenshot. There we go. Because I'm not about to keep looking. Oh, Karen, I didn't know that. I didn't know what PE and SE standed for. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't care for the sewing. Baby, I tried sewing. It's not going to happen. Not for me. So I'm going to go with the PE. Yeah, I'm not. Sewing's not my ministry. Okay. It was an absolute disaster the last time I tried. So, okay, if I'm doing hoodies or sweatshirts up to a size extra large or a 1X, what size should I have? What size hoop should it be able to go up to? I'm assuming 5x7 would be too small. Like, would a 5x7 be able to do a size large or a medium? Oh, I don't need this tape for this side. Five by 7 is too small for me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I'm thinking I should do the 6x10. Because even though I'm only, playing with it and testing it out, I still want to be able to, wear the stuff that I make. Y'all, what in the world? I still want to be able to, wear the stuff that I make. And my mom, I always make stuff for my mom too. Y'all, oh my goodness, I made stuff. So my mom and my dad right now, they are having construction done on their house, but they're having so much construction, like they're basically almost building a brand new house, okay, essentially, because they're doing everything. But anyways, they can't live in the house right now while it's getting done. So they're living with my aunt, like an hour away. And obviously an hour away is it's a different demographic where she lives. I don't think it's really like a crafter kind of area where she's living right now. So she said she was at the grocery store out there where she lives, and she wore, like, I made her some bling shirts for Christmas, and she wore some of her bling shirts to the grocery store. She said just about every woman in the grocery store stopped her and asked her where she got her shirt from. And she had all these ladies pull up my YouTube channel so they can DM me for a shirt. I said, ma'am, why would you do that? Thank God she didn't have any of my business cards, because them people would have been emailing me, which I ain't even made no business cards in so long because I stopped taking orders a long time ago. So, but I mean, basically the information that was on those business cards were the same. And she used to give out my business cards when I did take orders, but she said she ran out of them. Thank God. I'm like, girl, why would you do that? You know, doggone well, I am fighting for my life with these kids and these sports. Where do I have time to make shirts? Stacey, it's not that I don't like selling. I don't have time. My thing is I'm very, very big on customer service. And if I don't feel like I can give top-notch customer service, then I'm not gonna do something. So like for right now, if let's say I were to take orders right on, I don't know, Bling shirts or maybe some of the pub vinyl shirts that I have or whatever, because I'm so busy with, you know, my kids and stuff, I would have to make my processing time like 7 to 10 business days. And it's just like, I feel like for a Bling shirt, 7 to 10 business days for processing time is kind of ridiculous. I don't know. That's just me. So to avoid, you know, angry customers, having a bad reputation as the person who gets orders out super slow. Like I don't want to be that person. So I would just rather not do it. Until, you know, I have time to have my processing time not be pushed out so far. But it's not that I don't, you know, like to take orders. It's just that I need to be able to provide the customer service that, you know I'm capable of, basically. Why do you put your transfer tape on your shirt? Because it's new tape. And when you get a brand new piece of tape, when you go to put it down, if you don't, I put it on my shirt because it removes some of the static. Like I noticed when I go to put a new piece of transfer tape down, the rhinestones, they like jump off the template and go into the tape because it's staticky. So I put it on my shirt first to try to remove some of the static so that when I go to pick it up or put it down, they don't jump everywhere. Brand new transfer tape is actually really stressful. Like if I could buy a roll of transfer tape that was used once, I would do that. I would quite literally do that. Thank you, Kelly. Yep, my husband does it too. He has a couple shirts that I made. So, my husband, I made him some work shirts like years ago. Years ago. Okay, I think I made him those shirts before I even got into sublimation. It's just regular. It's like a they're the dry fit collared shirts, and then I just put some regular Cricut iron-on in the left chest of his logo. And he wore them to work and was like, I think he wore them to his he's the president of this networking group, and he wore them there, and people was asking where he got them from. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you dare tell them where you got them from. Don't you dare tell them people where you got them shirts from. Okay, we are going to go ahead and go over to the heat press because I am done now. Let me... Oh, y'all, I didn't set up my iPad. Totally forgot to set up my iPad. How was the zoo field trip? It was really good. Well, it was okay. So the lady that no other parent chaperoned. Overall, the trip was good. There were no other chaperones. So it was really me and the teacher kind of fighting for our lives against 15 7-year-olds, which was a bit much. Other than that, it was fine. It was really fun. Kids had a great time. I was asking her, I'm like, they didn't send you no... You don't have an assistant? You don't have an assistant or something? Like, why is it just me and you out here, girl? What in the world is happening? The school just sent you out here and said, figure it out. Where, you guys, I cannot find the link. No, this is the old one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't send it. Hold on. I gotta send myself the link. Hold on 1 second. I thought I did though. Y'all said I was the assistant. Exactly. That's literally what it was. Clearly I was the assistant. No, I didn't buy anybody treats. Actually, you guys, it was so quick. The whole trip was like all of 4 hours, and then the first hour they made them go into this classroom thing and study the butterflies. So, but by the time we actually even got out to the zoo, we really didn't even have enough time to stop and get any kind of treats or anything. Because they wanted to see, like all of the animals and stuff like that. And we couldn't stop. So, plus there was too many of us. I really cannot find this link, and I don't know why. Here it is. I don't know why it went to my trash, but it did. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. There we go. Sorry, can you hear me now? Okay. I was saying that my husband was texting me about dinner yet again. Even though I make them dinner before I leave, set dinner out on the stove, all of that. Okay, let me add in. All right, can you guys still hear me? Okay. Cool. All right, so my heat press is on. It's at 400 degrees right now because we're going to sublimate first. And then once we're done sublimating, I'm going to cut it down and we'll go ahead and do the bling. But sounds like the average husband. Yep. It's the husband and the kids. He said that Xavier, which is my oldest, I made chicken Alfredo specifically for Levi and Xavier before I left because that's what they eat. Hold on 1 second. And I guess before, I dropped Zay off, he had a plate of chicken Alfredo in the car on the way to practice. But now that I'm not there, he's telling Clarence he doesn't like chicken Alfredo. That's weird because I saw you eating it in the car when I dropped you off to practice 2 hours ago. And he's asking for McDonald's. I'm like, okay, well, sounds like a lot. Where did my scissors go? Okay. So I am trimming. Now, I've done this multiple different ways. Okay. What I have come to realize is that when I press the front and the back at the same time, I tend to get a better press than if I press the front, flip it over, press the back. That's just my opinion. Everybody, I feel like, does these cards a different way. But I'm going to try to do front and back at the same time. Because I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I get better color. I feel like some of the color fades when you press it that second time. And because it's so hot, even the print that's on the bottom, it still gets a good amount of heat. Now, I haven't tried it with this heat press before. I did this with my heat press Nation. So I'm gonna try it with this one and see how it works. So I'm at 400 degrees and I'm gonna put this on 50 seconds. I have a piece of butcher paper on the bottom. I have a picture on the bottom of the aluminum card, and I have a picture on top of the aluminum card. And then I'm going to cover it with another piece of butcher paper. And I'm going to press this for 50 seconds on 400 degrees. And I'm doing them separately because if it ends up not working, that the bottom picture doesn't come out right, because I know the top one should come out just fine. If the bottom one doesn't come out right, then I'll do it differently for the other one, and then I'll just redo this one. So that's why I'm doing them one at a time, because I want to see if it works. Exactly, Karen. That's exactly what it was. He just wanted the McDonald's. And with the sublimation, what I've noticed with these auto opens is that sometimes it gets stuck to the top plate. So I kind of like guide my top up so that it doesn't jerk up and then shift my my blank. Because when it shifts, it creates ghosting. Y'all, these aluminum cards, take it from somebody who has burnt the mess out of her fingers. These things get hot. I have learned the hard way. My fingerprint was gone off of my thumb for like 2 weeks. I'm being really, really gentle because it's still very, very hot and I don't want to create any ghosting. I really should let it cool off, but I'm being impatient. Okay. So the top one was a little bit crooked, but the color is pretty much the same on both sides. So this was the bottom one. This is the top. The only issue, my top was a little bit crooked, so the X got cut off. But as far as color, it's the same color. It's the same vibrancy on both sides. So I'm not mad at that. Okay. I'm gonna get new butcher paper so that I don't transfer any ink. And then we'll go ahead and press the second one. And these didn't come, like these aluminum business cards. If you get something that's like a keychain and you use it as this, the keychains, I believe, will have the clear film. These business cards don't have the individual films because they came in like a pack like this, almost like a box for business cards. So they don't each individually have the film on them. But if you use, I have seen people use, they purchase actual keychains, or they were using like magnets. Those will probably have the clear film. So make sure you're checking that. It is hot, okay, under this press. I'm trying to line this one up a little bit better. And you absolutely could do 2 separate presses. Like I said, I just feel like for me, when I go to do that second press, I lose some of the ink to me. It seems like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I do still have to punch the hole in it, and we're going to add the little keychain as well. You guys, I did have like a singular. These are so thin. Okay, so if you just have the little singular handheld hole punch, that will punch this right through. Because I punched the other hole in the other one with my cinch machine. That's how thin these are. So if you have the handheld one, I can't even think of what it's called, but it's a hole punch, but it's the handheld one where you're just punching one singular hole. It'll punch through that. Even if you have like a 3-hole punch and you just punch it in one hole, that'll work. Like I said, I'm using my cinch machine to punch the hole, and it worked just fine. Ouch. Okay, I'm cutting this down. Let me do that now to 350. We gotta let that cool off because now we're gonna press our bling when this cools down. Oh, that looks so cute. My little stinky poo poo. That's what I call my CJ. Stinky poo poo. And there is the other one. Same thing. This is the front, and it got a little cut off here. But the color on both sides looks really, really good. These are so stinking cute. Okay, I gotta let that cool off. We gotta let the press cool off. We can punch the hole in the other one and add the little keychain part while we're waiting for the press to cool down. So let me move you over here. And then I'll show you how I punch the hole. Like I said, I use my my cinch machine. I know y'all see my trash over there. Ignore my trash. Y'all, I don't feel like taking it downstairs. Okay, so when I punched the hole in it, I'm using my cinch because I had a 3-hole punch, but I can't find it. So what I just did was I lined it up with a hole and just punched it. You see how easily it just went through? Oh, y'all messed it up. Look what I did. I lined it up with 2 holes, but that's fine. But you see how it punched the hole? Let me punch the other one. It punches super easily. There it is. Hopefully you guys can see it. Because they're so thin, it punches right through. Let me go grab the keychains for these. Okay, so this is like the hardware I have. It just came with some other keychains that I ordered. I'm not sure if you can order these tassels like by themselves or not, but they have a whole bunch of like different colors. So for this one, I'm gonna stick with the green. I'm gonna go light green, a light green one. Now, this is the hardware that I have here. So this little dangly piece here, you're supposed to use some little pliers to open it, thread it through, and then close it back. I don't have them. Well, I did, but I can't find it, y'all. When I moved from my downstairs suite to the upstairs, I did lose a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to take it off. And this is something that I plan to hold on to because both my kids want to be professional players. My son, Xavier, wants to be a professional baseball player. CJ wants to be a professional soccer player. So I'm going to keep these because if they go pro, when I get interviewed, I'm pulling these out. Okay? I'm pulling these out so people can see what my little stinky poo-poo look like at 7 years old playing soccer. But ain't this so cute? I punched too many holes in this one, but that's okay. I'm gonna do a red one on this one. I would need you to not say stinky poo poo at the press conference. That's funny. You know, I asked him because he still likes me to call him that. And I was like, are you going to want me to call you that forever? He said, yeah. I said, I don't believe you. He said, no, I am. I said, I don't believe you. And here's the other one. I was like, when you get older, you're not going to want me to call you Stinky Poo Poo. And he was like, well, I don't know. We'll see. But right now, I'm Stinky Poo Poo. All right. But yeah, I think this is a super cute, super simple. And you guys, with these little aluminum cards, you can do anything. So like even the mom design that I did with the frame, you could turn that into the keychain as well. All you do is change your dimensions, edit your picture accordingly, and then you can make that, you know, the frame into the keychain. Let me turn y'all a little bit. You can turn the frame into a keychain. I plan on doing the dad the same way we did the mom frames, the mama frames. I was gonna do the dad frames, but you can turn that into a keychain as well. And I'm gonna put this on a canvas because my son actually wants this on his he wants to put this on his wall. So he asked me to turn this into a canvas to put on his wall. So I got to get the materials for that. But when I do, I'll probably do that on live because he wants this to be a canvas so he can put it on his wall. But yeah, these little, you know, the template is a really good template. I liked it. And these little, you know, it's a cute little project. Okay, but our heat press is at 350, so let's go ahead, do our bling shirt, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we can get up out of here. Okay, so for the giveaway, again, I like to tell you guys what kind of shirt it is, just in case anybody has any allergies, but I'm using a Gildan heavy cotton size large in the color black. I'm gonna do a quick pre-press. And then I have to line it up on the table because you guys, I can't line it up on the press and it not be crooked. I'm pretty sure on the shirt that I'm wearing now, it is crooked. I'm pretty sure it is. I agree, Eve. Okay. I'm just moving some stuff off my table so I can line up the outline. Okay. There's my outline. And I'm pressing this at 350 for 12 seconds. This is the outline in Labrador. This is the outside in sapphire. This sapphire on this black, I can already tell. I can already tell. Ouch, it was hot. Y'all, my bottom drawer on this table, it constantly, like while I'm working, just slowly slides out. Karen, I do have a link for the template. It isn't in my description box yet, but I will add it. Yeah, that's sapphire on the black. Oh, I like it. This is only the second time I used the sapphire. The first time was on the shirt that I'm wearing, which is navy blue. Wait, that's upside down. I'm tripping. Tripping. Ooh, y'all, this heat press is hot. Come on now. There we go. This is seafoam. And our last layer, which is Labrador again for the word things. Let me turn this off because this bad boy is hot. And then, of course, I'm going to take you over to the other computer because my light, the other camera, because my light over there is better. But, ooh, it's hot. Come on, sapphire, seafoam. Labrador always understands the assignment. Always. But yes. Okay. I'm gonna head on over to the other camera. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you guys can still. Okay, great. I think you still hear me. All right. So here is the Bling shirt. And then again, the outline is Labrador. The top color, the darker color, is the sapphire, and the middle color is seafoam. I love these together. I really, really, really want to see this with winter green or just a green color, because when it's next to the blue, it looks blue or bluish. But I feel like it got a little green to it too. But this is the shirt we're going to do in the giveaway. Okay, so that was the second part of our project. And then our first project, if you're just now popping in, these are the keychains that I made. This is the first one. This one's glaring a little bit. We edited it in Canva, printed with Silhouette Studio, and sublimated it. And here's the other one. I mispunched it here. I got an extra hole up there, but that's okay. I'll just keep this one for myself. And there's the other one. So the I'll add the template to, because here, let me see if I can pull it up and show you really quickly. The templates that I purchased from Etsy. I didn't make these templates this time. I did purchase them from somebody else. And it came with like 7 different designs that you could choose from. So let me quickly share. These are the templates here. And the shop name is Vista Vogue. But it came with 7 templates. There's only 6 pictured here, but it came with 7. So I used this one for Xavier's, and then I used this one for CJ. But these are all the templates that come with it, and you would edit them the same way that I showed you guys at the beginning of this live. So I really like that you get 7 different, like, you know what I'm saying? 7 different variations. So you can kind of just play around with the different templates. I don't know why it won't show up these two. Oh, there we go. This one's like really clean. I like that. And then you have some of these other ones, like this one that gets like more detailed. You know what I'm saying? So you have a nice little option. You have options. But yeah, this is the template that I bought, Vista Vogue. I'll try to remember to go ahead and put the link in. But this is the shop that I got it from. The blank keychains, so they're actually aluminum business cards, and then I just turned them into a keychain. But I got them from Amazon, and I do believe I linked those in my description box. But they're aluminum business cards. The keychains, I mean, you can use an already made keychain. That's fine. You won't have to punch any holes. I believe the keychains come with the holes already punched. So that kind of takes a step out of it. But in my opinion, the the keychains, they cost more, and you don't get as many. With the aluminum business cards, you get like 100 of them for the same price as you would get like 10 keychains. So that's why I decided to use the aluminum business cards versus using the actual keychains. If that makes sense. You get more bang for your buck. But let's go ahead and do the giveaway. Let me pull up the giveaway tool. My computer is going slow again, Sorry, guys. I'm not sure why my computer is acting so slow today. You're welcome. Come on. Okay, here we go. StreamYard giveaway page. Okay. Present again. So the word the word for the giveaway is going to be sub. SUB. Y'all, my lips getting dry. My throat getting dry. I'll notice when I'm on live longer than 2 hours, I start to get crusty. Lips get crusty. Throat gets all crusty. I don't know how. What Patrice was on for 8 hours that one time? Was it 8 hours, 6 hours? It was a long time. My lips would have been fell off. Yep, type the word sub, SUB, and then my comment picker will pick a comment to be the winner. That's how we do the giveaways. Yeah, my lips would have been fell off. Okay, they get crusty after 2 hours. All right, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes or another minute, just in case anybody's like, I like to wait a few minutes just in case anybody's behind in the chat. You guys, my birthday is coming up. Oh, Patrice, I might be in your neck of the woods around my birthday, but I'll definitely text you if I am. I have so many kids. I gotta find a babysitter. Okay, a couple more seconds, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit draw. Mine is June 1st. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit draw. Good luck, everybody. Two is too many. I have 4 children's. Max Lifestyles. Congrats. I got 4 kids though. I am going to go ahead and put my email on the screen. Go ahead and send me an email of where I can ship the t-shirt to. I know you're still here. You just asked me if 2 is too many, right? You're still here? But go ahead and send me an email of where I can send the shirt. Okay, I see your email and I send it. Okay, great. But I really, really appreciate you guys for being here. You could be anywhere else. You could be watching anybody else, but you're here. That's my son's father's birthday, June 1st. Yep. Big Gemini, not the little one. Patrice, I need a shirt that says that, or I need a template that says Big Gemini. Not the little one. I don't know if that's too much for a bling shirt, but I don't feel like making it. I don't feel like making it, but big Gemini energy. But okay, I will see you guys next week. I'm going to try to put something together. Bling crew, are y'all available next Monday? Maybe we can set something up for next Monday. So keep an eye on the community tab. Let's see if we can plan something for next Monday. I think that would be really fun. But I will definitely make sure I put that in the community tab. And then, yeah, I will see you guys next week. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. Oh, Dems, when are you off? Text me. When are you off? But everybody have a great week. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. But yeah, I will see you guys, or we will see you guys next week. Good night.